I'm Tessa Smith with Mama's Geeky. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
For having me.
I loved the first season, and so you were phenomenal. But then, what's it like to return, but in a different role?
It was challenging in the best way because it was so weird being a part of the them universe again and having to leave Lucky behind. It was like it felt weird, but I had to in order to give Dawn my all.
Mhm.
And so it also feels like a humongous honor, to be honest.
Well, I mean, if they keep bringing it back, I feel like you need to be the person that's like keeps coming back. You know what I mean?
Keep on answering the call.
Yes. Now, the first season was like deeply unsettling to watch, right? Absolutely. This one is like somehow equally, if not more, unsettling. What is that like on set? And like, do you find a way to keep yourself like keep things light or not in like these dark places?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have, jokes and funniness, funny moments on set. I think that's just, it is what it is. You kind of need to be able to escape, you know what I mean? In those moments. But literally, it was just, gosh, I just kept on showing up for myself, in whatever ways that I needed, whether it be like literally when I'm off, like taking myself, to dinner or something, just showing up for myself. I learned that with the first season is to just really, really be intentional about taking care of myself.
Mhm.
And I just implemented that when I was, working on the second season, and it really, really helped me a lot.
Oh, that's so good. I've got to ask you about like those bodies because I mean, right from the first time I see it on screen, it's horrific.
Yeah.
I've got to imagine they have a pretty good props
Right.
department and it's got to look
So,
pretty real.
so I actually told them that I didn't want to see the bodies before filming.
Oh,
So most of them, with the exception of a couple, I didn't see before. Like I literally was like, until we get to my coverage, even, I don't want to see it. So I'll just like act it out. And then when you get my coverage, then it's when I want to see it. So because I wanted to keep that reaction, fresh and real. And so yeah, it was extremely creepy. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how could someone actually just do this to a body? Like it just,
wow.
yeah.
I mean, it's horrific to see. So I can't even, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine like being in the room with that stuff.
Right, right, right.
It's terrifying. So like I said, I love the first season. This is very different, still very intense, very good, very horrific. But what would you say to fans of the first season about season two and why they should check it out?
Gosh, I would say they should expect some, bittersweet nostalgia. I would say because it's in the 90s, a lot of people aren't as removed, they
Yes.
remember where they were when certain things happen. They will see certain styles and be like, oh my God, I have that. I
Yeah.
will wear it this weekend. You know what I mean? Which is really, really cool. And I personally enjoyed that so much. And them still stays true to its core, but it just expands the universe in such a beautiful way that I'm proud not only as a star of it, but just also like a viewer as well. I just feel so proud to be a part of it. So I just really hope that people can appreciate what we've done this time around and how we've showed up to scare the shit out of people.
Oh my God, it's terrifying. They've only given us the first 5 episodes. I can't wait for the next three. It's killing me that they didn't give us the
Oh
whole
my
thing.
God.
So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And hopefully we see you again in another Them season three. Thank you.
Thank
Mama's
you.
Geeky, thank you so much for taking the time today.
How you doing, Tesla? How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, this show, I mean, the last season was like super unsettling. This season, I feel like somehow is even more unsettling. What is it like being a part of this? Like, how do you keep things light on set?
I mean, on set, it was amazing. Like just the people that we have surrounding, the people that I had surrounding me, it just made me feel like it wasn't even a horror set. I said it feels like it's High School Musical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really one of those sets where it's like we doing something real dark, but it feels like it's a breath of fresh air. Like it just feels like we're not even doing a horror really. But like it was great vibes on set all the time.
That's great. I mean, I would not describe this as a High School Musical, so it feels very different right from
It is
the
different, but
get-go.
I mean the vibes and the atmosphere. It was amazing. It was amazing. Luke, Pam, Deborah, Lil Marvin, everybody. It was just amazing to work with.
I love it. I love it so much. So when you got the script, was there any moment in particular, without spoilers, that you were like, ooh, I can't wait to film this?
I think I'm gonna have to spoil it if I say it, but I'm gonna just say yes. There were like when I got the role, you know, I didn't receive the full pilot. I don't think until after I got the role. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
wow.
I did the audition. I only had a scene from episode 7 and a scene from episode 3, I believe. I put that on tape. Little Marvin, I had to meet with Little Marvin and producers and everybody like that. I had butterflies. I was so nervous, but I know I was prepared. So like once I got the role and once I seen what was expected to happen, I was like, man, I can't wait for that hour. I can't wait for that hour. I got to be prepared for that hour. I was like, man, like this is gonna be a fun season. Like,
Oh man, I mean that's amazing. So did you watch the first season before, like when it came out?
yeah, I did. I was a fan. I was a fan. Like when you watched it, if you watched it, I was just like you. I was watching it. I was enjoying it, and no, I had no idea that I would be a part of the second season. Like it was like surreal. Like I was like, what? Like man, like even right now, like I feel like I was watching the show. Now I'm on the show. It's crazy.
I know. Well, I was gonna ask what it was like to find out, but it sounds like it was very exciting when you booked the role.
It was, and I mean, like I couldn't ask for anything better, and I didn't even know who was a part of it until I was actually in Atlanta to shoot. We shot in Atlanta, so once I got there, it was like, oh yeah, Deborah playing your mom, and like the next day I see Deborah, I'm like, what's up, Deborah? I was like, what's up? So it was pretty cool, and then we had Luke and Pam. I was, man, this is a real killer cast, you know. So I was excited for sure.
Awesome. Well, you're phenomenal. You're so good. I've only seen 5 episodes, but I can't wait for more. That's all they gave us was 5.
I can't wait to see the rest.
It's killing me.
You got 3 more in, so like once you come out on the 25th.
I feel like it's just gonna get crazier from there on out, here on out too.
Yeah, it is. Watch out for that episode 7.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I gotta ask you, because like I feel like this isn't a spoiler because you see pretty early on the I will say the bodies, right? The way they look.
Yeah.
Obviously that's gotta be like a dummy or something, but like was that terrifying to see, like because they look real?
I don't really see it like in person. Like I never really had a scene
right
with a body like that. But I did see a glimpse of it, I think in the costume department or somewhere I seen it. Somewhere I seen it, but those are really like they really look realistic. Like even in person, not just on film, but in person, like they really look realistic. And I was like, man, like I just seen it for a split second, but I was like, damn, they got it down pat. I mean, like it's almost believable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's my time. I feel like I could talk to you forever. But congratulations, and I can't wait to see the end of this. I'm dying.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for you to see it too. Please, once you do see it, just leave a good review and just tell everybody.
Listen, I can't wait. I'm like, what are they doing? Only giving us 5. What's happening here?
I wish you could see more, but you gotta wait till the 25th.
I know. Oh, next week.
Next week, it's coming.
Amazing. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your time.
So much. Thank you. It's nice meeting you.
It's very lovely to meet you as well.